Hey, what's going on, guys? It is QP, and I am here with my boy Loyd Milligan, and what we are bringing you is some Battlefield Boot Camp. Loyd, hop in here and say what's up.
Hey, what's up, guys? As my man QP said, we're basically trying to go through the steps and learn how to play this game, and it is not fucking easy.
It is a different world, as you know, coming from a COD background, as both you and I do. It is different. Everything in this game is strategic. Everything in this game is difficult. It involves a lot of teamwork, and I think what we're planning on doing is we're planning on doing this full series, and we're going to specialize it and focus it and breaking it down to a point where if you guys want to get involved in this game, that it should be a little bit easier of a transition for you.
I couldn't have said it better myself. We are COD players primarily, and we are trying to play this game because, quite frankly, or at least I'll speak for myself, I'm a little sick of Black Ops, and with Battlefield 3 coming out, I'm very excited about it, honestly, and I want to go into that game with a little bit of knowledge of how to play in this world. So, keep in mind, if you're watching this is primarily for beginners, like real beginners to this series, and for COD players primarily. And real quick about the gameplay, we're switching here between QP's and my perspective. You can look in the top right and see who you're looking at any given time.
And typically what you'll see me utilizing is the recon kit. Now, I play the recon kit a little bit different than most. I think most people sit around and like to use it as a bush Wookie. But I tend to be the person to get on the objective and help provide the tactical advantage and the knowledge, kind of like the UAV in COD. Get my motion sensors down, let people know where they're coming from, and help get the objective planted and get it destroyed.
Yeah, I think actually that's a good first place to start with the classes. Like a beginner's tip, whichever class you're picking. QP's said he's recon. I'm playing engineer in this clip here, and whichever class you are, you need to focus on the ability that class has. For example, QP's throwing out the UAVs, or what are they? The motion sensors here.
Motion sensors, yep.
And yeah, and let me apologize in advance. We're going to be using COD terms. We're COD players. We're sorry for that, but that's kind of how we know the game, But yeah, QP's throwing out the motion sensors, and his whole team gets to know when any enemies are in this area, basically, and he's sitting pretty much right on the MCOM, which is the bomb in this game.
Well, and with this series, I think one of the biggest things that we kind of want to do and we kind of want to cover is, one, we're going to go over how the gun handles. We're going to go over how to utilize your kit to the best of its abilities, how to use the teamwork. Like certain things, like you saw me do, you saw me sitting there in the corner, and you might think, holy shit, he's camping. He's just a big fucking camper. But I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm actually providing my team with a spawn point, so that they can turn around, get the objective planted, and then if they do go down, they can respawn. And I just shot that guy in the dick. That was awesome.
There's hardly anything more satisfying than in this game shooting people with the shotty. They just drop, and it is badass. Because it could take 7 or 8 bullets to kill, right?
Yeah, with most of the assault rifles and stuff along those lines, I think the fastest killing assault rifle would probably be, and I'm just shooting from the hip here. I think it's going to be the AUG, isn't it?
I'm not sure, actually. I shouldn't speak without knowing.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't either. But
go ahead.
No, after you.
I was just going to say, what we're looking at right here is a map overhead, and that's one of the tools we're going to be utilizing to kind of show you guys what's what on these game types. So, anything you wanted to add about the overheads here?
Well, one of the things that we're going to be doing is with Rush, we'll be identifying the MCOM stations, which are kind of the demo bomb sites. I think that'd probably be the closest classification.
And you'll see those on screen right now. You'll see that for this bomb site. You'll see those there.
Right, and within this game, you've got the 3 different major game modes. You've got the is it Conquest?
That's right.
Which is similar to Domination. You've got Rush, which is demo basically with 4 points, and then you've got squad deathmatch, which is similar to your team deathmatch play.
Right. And I think we are going to focus primarily at the beginning on the rush game type. It's kind of where we're sort of learning the lay of the land. And but I'm sure we'll play all game types as well. I mean I like Conquest. I think it's just not as noob friendly as Rush is.
No, Conquest is the guys that have been playing this game since release play it like they do Domination, and they will literally park a tank outside your spawn and mow your ass down.
So anyways, you're looking at the map, and we're going to use this to kind of show routes. I'm going to put some graphics on the screen right now, just to give you an idea of what to look for in the future series, how we're going to use these overheads. But let's get back to the gameplay right now.
Now, basically, like what you would see right now is I'm trying to basically help my team push up, help identify, help spot, do everything that I can to, give them the best opportunity to get to the deal. Now, it might not be my job to hop directly onto the MCOM station, but it is my job to make sure that we know where everybody is. And that's where this comes down, because this is a class-based game. And you have to know the classes, you have to be familiar with the classes, and like I said, communication and teamwork just are all important all the time. I mean, if you do not communicate in this, this is not a game for lone wolves.
No, not at all.
It
can actually be super frustrating if you're playing this by yourself.
We've got I know a couple gameplays to where it was just, maybe a handful of us, but typically whenever we do try and do something like this, we try and get at least 2 squads. It makes it a lot easier, makes it a lot more fun, to make sure that, you do pull off the win and get everything taken care of.
Yeah, and just to clarify that, what QP means there is basically you're limited to 4 people per squad. And if you want, you can do 2 squads of 4 people, so you can party up and do 8 people basically, but you're not going to be able to spawn on all 8 people, only on your squad. So that's kind of how that works.
And that's something that we'll go over within the series is how to set a spawn point, how to be a spawn point. I know the biggest thing that I always do is anytime I go down, I'll look for the person who is probably in the most suitable position for a spawn to be safe, so that we can continue to make that push and we can continue to take map control and push the enemy out.
Yeah, I've said this before, but this game just feels more like I expect real warfare to feel, which sounds silly. It's a game, but like the idea is to sort of push up in waves. You secure an area, you create a spawn point there, and then you slowly move forward, secure the next area. So that's in that sense, it really feels. I don't know. What do you think? You think this? You think that's too much?
No, I think it does feel more like a battle simulator. Right. Than it does, a first-person shooter. I've used this term a bazillion times when I've talked about games like this, Medal of Honor. What was the other one? Homefront. They're strategic shooters. I don't know if I necessarily classify them as first-person shooters, because when I think first-person shooter, one game comes to mind, fast pace, crazy nonsense, kill streaks, those types of things, but. You got to know what's going on in this game to be able to do well.
Yeah, that right there was me shooting an RPG at our tank, so that's pretty boss right there.
Hey, shit happens. I mean, it's kind of one of those things, but yeah, this game is a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. I'm playing it pretty much damn near every night. I'm very, very, very excited for Battlefield 3, and I want you guys to be able to come into this game and enjoy it. Plans for the actual series, I think basically what we're going to do is we're going to kind of sprinkle the series throughout my channel, throughout Loyd's channel, and maybe a potential larger community channel, so that way we can kind of reach out to as many people as possible. I think that's going to be a a great thing, and hopefully it will help, the other beginners out there similar to us, get comfortable with the game and have fun playing it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my goal. I've kind of done a few videos similar to this in the last couple weeks, and I just thought that bringing on QP and us working on this together made more sense because we're noobs and we sort of need I need help to figure out how to play this. It's I don't know, it's a thinker's game. I mean, I guess COD is too to some extent, but COD's also Twitch, so this feels different to me. This feels like you gotta really think about it. So, in any case, I think, I'm looking forward to this series, and, it's as much for me as it is for you guys, honestly. I'm trying to learn this game for Battlefield 3.
Yeah, and I'm in the exact same boat. I've got a little bit of time played on this. Like, I played it for a little bit right after release. And then I got rid of the game for a long period of time and picked it back up. And I'm so glad that I did. But the reason that I got rid of it to begin with was because I didn't have anybody to run with. And that's going to be the big key is you guys are going to have friends to play this with you. I know that, Loyd and my friends list are mostly full, but I get online, and anytime I'm live streaming or anything along those lines, people are more than welcome to hop in and we can all learn it together. I mean, it's a fun ass game, and when you get to certain points and you get your confidence built up a little bit, maybe you can do some goofy shit and, potato sack some bitches.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, let's watch, two, I think, of the most, the best plays in this game.
This is a group potato sack.
The good thing is when you kill someone, they have to watch your teabagging, so they're forced to do that.
That's awesome. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. I really look forward to doing this, and I know Loyd does too. I hope you guys, like I said, I hope you guys take advice. I hope you guys pay attention, learn some stuff. And I hope you guys look forward to Battlefield 3 as much as we do.
Right on. Later, guys.
See ya.